September is the first month that I have made money from 8 income streams. Let's find out what they were this month. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and on this channel I am talking about leveling up my financial well-being. I am doing this by building different income streams, doing a few side hustles, investing, saving my money, and just seeing where we end up. I think it's really important to show a realistic journey of that. So I've started from the bottom and we are slowly working our way up together. Hopefully it inspires you to do the same if it's something that you're interested in. So in this video series, I go through the previous month and go through all of the different ways that I've made money. We'll total them up at the end and we'll see how it's changing over the months. First things first, my wage is always the biggest income stream that I have. I work in the NHS. I am a band 5. I am at the top of a band 5 and we've recently had a pay rise. My wage was £2,227.07. Moving on to YouTube, I am now monetized on this channel, which is absolutely amazing. If you didn't know, you have to jump through a few different hoops to get monetized on YouTube. The first is having at least 1,000 subscribers, I think, yes. And you've also got to have 4,000 hours of watch time before you can start getting monetized. I've had a few payments from YouTube AdSense now. So AdSense is the income stream that you get through YouTube. A lot of YouTubers will get paid from sponsorships, but AdSense is kind of what YouTube pays you for putting adverts before the video, during the video, and after the video. Maybe not after the video, you're not sticking around to watch the advert at the end, are you? Let's be real. So last month AdSense was a really good month. I'm talking about August. I got £289 in AdSense. I knew that was a bigger month because I'd had a video get like 30,000 views, which is out of the ordinary for me. This month is a little bit back down to normal, slightly less than what I would expect to get month to month, but we're still trying to figure that out, to be honest. YouTube income does fluctuate massively because it depends on your views, it depends on what you've uploaded, it depends on how much that video is being pushed out. So there's a lot riding on it. Also, I think if your subscribers watch a video, the more of your subscribers that choose to click it when they see it, the more it gets pushed out. So if I'm posting something that you guys are interested in, that you guys are clicking on more, YouTube then throws it into the algorithm and then it gets pushed out to more people. So those early days of a video can have a really big effect on how big it gets in the future as well. There's a lot that plays into it. There's loads of videos that talk about it. It is interesting, but it changes all the time and I don't want to kind of chase that. I just want to do what I've set out to do on this channel, and if it goes good, it goes good. Currently it's going well. I always just wanted to document it, so here we are. So AdSense for September was £89.41. I don't want to say it's disappointing because it's not disappointing. I feel like that's what I should say because the other one was so high. But realistically, I'm just happy that I'm getting paid for doing this because it was what I set out to do, don't get us wrong, but I don't know if I believed that it would happen this quickly or at all. Another way that I make money as part of YouTube is my free shares. So I share my free trade link on my Dividend videos. I think it's in the description of all my videos, to be fair, but I think the sign-ups do come from the Dividend videos. So if you sign up via that link, we both get a free share. I total that amount up. It's not my money technically yet until I sell that share. I could lose money on it in the meantime, but I total up what that share is worth when I get it, and that's what I total up for this. So my free shares were worth £156.69, which is mad. It's the most free shares I've had in a month. I've had 8 this month. I'll put them on screen now. You'll probably recognise 1 or 2. I recognised a couple of them, but not all of them this time. So yeah, really happy with that. Can't believe that there's people like listening to me and clicking on a link because I've said this is what I use and I really like it. You're like, am I an influencer now? Am I an influencer now? Maybe. Hair flick. No, I'm not. But yeah, interesting that that's been like such a big income stream this month when I don't really have to do anything for it. Crazy. It's like it still doesn't compute within my brain. Another one that doesn't compute, even more so actually, is my Ko-fi link. No one has told me whether it's Ko-fi or coffee yet, so I'm just going to say both every time I bring it up, coffee, Ko-fi. So this is a link that I have on my description. I don't push it as such, it's just on there. The only time I mention it is when I'm doing these videos and telling you about it. So it's just like what creators use to get a tip, like buy us a coffee, so you can add money to that. I made £26.49 through that link in September, which is so kind. Like, yes, but the words aren't coming out. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, like I've won like a BAFTA, but it's mad that people think I've got value from your content or I like you, so here's some money. Like, it it make it make sense. It doesn't make sense, but I'm so grateful. So thank you for anyone that's done that. There has one come through that isn't on this month's that said buy something for Ziggy, so that has been banked into Ziggy's treat fund. So I'm gonna go buy him some treats with that, but that will be in next month's. But yeah, really nice, and nice that you guys have a little bit of an awareness of my life to know how much the dog means. So yeah, it's lovely. I feel like we're building like a good little community on here. So yeah, thank you for that. Another income stream slightly related to YouTube, it is technically an Etsy shop, but I'm going to group it with the YouTube earnings, is my template that I've started selling. So for months and months and months and months, I promised that I would share my budget template to sell for you guys to use. Now I've done this in two different ways. I've made the video that you can follow along with, and I've also added the link to the template for you to buy if you don't want to follow along, or you can follow along if you don't want to part with your money. So you've kind of got those two options there. It's not a lot of money. I think it's like £3 something. It's whatever Etsy recommended. I'm out of breath. So for that, I made £32.22 from templates, from you guys going, I like that spreadsheet, I'm going to buy that. So that's great. Again, thank you for supporting me. It means a lot. So moving on to my other side hustles aside from YouTube, which has actually started taking over my life. Like, am I a YouTuber now? Is this what it feels like? I can't imagine having like 1 million followers. I don't know. Well, yeah. Now, I can't imagine talking to like the 4,000 and odd of you that's here in one room, never mind the people that have like 1 million. Anyway, I digress. So another way I make money is I have a few Etsy shops. The one that makes the most money, or any money consistently, is a print shop that I have. I have a few personalised prints on there, which when they sell I make a little bit more money off because I can charge more for those, because obviously I'm putting a lot of details on. I have mentioned it before, it's a concert print with like ticket stubs and like different concerts that you've been to. I don't share that link on here, and there is a good reason for that. It's not that I'm being secretive. You'll notice that a lot of YouTubers that have Etsy shops do this. If I share that link and you guys all click through that link just to have a look at what I'm selling, which you're perfectly entitled to do, I would do the same. But if you're just looking and not buying, that affects my conversion rate, which is the people that click through your shop and choose to buy something. You've converted them into a buyer. That percentage will drop if you guys are just going to have a look at what I'm selling, which I would do as well. I get it. I don't want to push like sales onto people. That's not what this channel is for. But I don't want it to affect my conversion rate, because then I'll get pushed out to actual potential buyers a lot less. Anyway, on Etsy last month I made £70.30. I'm going to throw a little graph on screen now, which is interesting this time actually. So this is my Etsy sales over the last 3 years for September. September 2023 was an absolute anomaly. It made £90.46. September 24 was probably normal for that time, and then this month it has gone up to £70.30. These graphs do normally show an upward trend, but I am being honest. I had a really good month in September 2023. It was definitely the best one of that year, and I was really excited about it at the time. Hopefully over the next few months for Christmas, this is what I saw last year, a lot of people are buying personalised things as gifts. There's a lot of gigs on this time of year, so yeah, hopefully we'll see another upward trend towards the end of the year, but we'll see. But yeah, that's Etsy over the last few years. On now to my passive income. So this is things that I don't have to do anything to make any money with. I just put my money somewhere and it kind of makes money in the background. Firstly, we'll start with dividends. So I invest in the stock market to dividend paying stocks. Most of them are dividend paying stocks. Hello, sir. Hi. How are you? We love you. What have you got anything to say to the peoples? No? Okay. Yeah, so I invest in stocks that pay dividends, and that's what I add here. I also make money from investing. Your money can go up or down when you're investing. Thankfully, I am on the up currently. But I have recorded another video that talks all about that, so go and watch that to see which companies paid. But it was a total of £11.71, my second ever month in double figures, which is really exciting. To some people that are watching this, you'll be like, you made 11 quid. Like, some people find a tenner down the back of the sofa, do you know what I mean? But for me, just watching it grow over time, and I think you have to love the process, otherwise you'll get bored. It's like anything. Like, I don't know, if you're training for a marathon, if you've never run before, you're going to be shit when you start. You can not be able to run for a mile, but hopefully at the end of it, you'll be able to run 26 of them. So yeah, I like the kind of slow burner of progress and that delayed gratification. It really does a lot for my brain. I really like it. Another way I make money completely passively is by putting my savings into savings accounts that pay interest. Got a few different versions of this. So I've got my spending pots that I go through on my monthly budget video. Those pots pay a small amount. There's not huge amounts in there to make loads of money, but there's still interest on them nevertheless. It does all add up. I also have bigger pots of savings for like long-term things, such as decorating the office upstairs. I want to kit out a proper office. I've also got my ISA, which is like my main emergency fund, which has a considerable amount in. Not loads, but a lot more than my spending pots do. So this interest is all of those totaled. So my interest for September was £44.87, which is a decent amount for doing nothing, for just holding your money there. I do understand that you have to have the money to hold there to make that money, but even if you just saved a £5 a week, it would add up and you'd start making interest on it. It would be slow, but you've got to start somewhere. And for me, I was thinking about this when I was getting ready. Like, if I was affected by the small numbers, like the dividends where I'm getting paid 3p, I would never have started. Do you know what I mean? You've just got to start really small and it'll build up. I am so out of breath. I feel like I'm talking at 5,000 miles an hour a day. I'm now going to go through a couple of graphs that we've been doing more recently. So first we'll compare my total income, including my wage. So I'm going to put a graph up on screen now. You'll see over the last 3 years the differences in that. Same as the Etsy, the September 23 is slightly higher, but that's just because of that higher Etsy payment. September 25 is looking good, 2,658. Like last year it was like £500-ish less. So we've done all right there. The next graph is just my side earnings. So this is taking my wage out of it to show you a truer picture of this is what I'm earning on the side. This is what this is about. Still that not quite an upward trend, but this year has definitely made such a big difference, and that is from adding the extra earnings from YouTube. It has definitely made a really big difference for these videos. This pie chart shows how much of my income has been made up of my wage versus my side income. This will fluctuate month to month. I'm aware that it is. I don't think that I'll get it to 50-50 for a long time. I would have to be putting a hell of a lot of work in or get really lucky somewhere. But it's just interesting to see. So when I was going through my notes, I thought actually it would be good if we could track this over time. So I have added this little line graph in. So this is the percentage of my full income from my side hustle. So it was the last few months, there was an upward trend. August and September were very similar. There was like a % difference in it. But yeah, good to see. And I'm hoping that the more data points we have on this graph could be quite impressive in a few months' time or a few years' time. The final pie chart is where I have made money side hustle wise, the split from my side hustles. free shares is leading the way this month, which is mad. Nice that we've got that new part of the pie chart on for the templates that have been sold. But yeah, it's looking good. It's not looking balanced. They're not all the same, but they're kind of propping each other up, which I quite like. And month to month, these will change, and I think that that's the importance of having multiple side hustles. Some months some will do well, other months they won't do quite so well, but there might be another one that's on the rise. And I'm interested to see how that balances out and how that works out over the coming months and years and where I end up. That is it for this month. Sorry it's took a little bit longer to get out. I did have a holiday into Wales with the dog when I would normally video these, so they are going out a couple of weeks later, probably like a week later. So I'll see you in the next one, which will be my payday budget. It'll be my birthday payday. It's my birthday the day before Halloween, so my treat yourself pot might increase. There's a few bits that I want, but I'm probably just going to save it and wait till I see something that I really need. Anyway, I am rambling, so I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, if you got this far, if you got to the end of this, put a little pumpkin emoji, because my birthday is the day before Halloween. Yeah, now I'm going. Bye.